You're listening to the Gag On This podcast.
I see you standing up and I want to knock you down.
Yeah, so Andre, let me ask you, you've been to Winco before, right?
Yeah, man, I grew up white trash. We love that shit.
Now, you love it, but would you take a shit there?
See, this is the thing. I have personally worked retail, so I'll make the best of a situation. I'll get 3 or 4 of them fucking little cheap things out. Obviously, there's a little cleanup involved before you even get near the shit. See, what people don't realize, it's under the toilet seat that holds most of the shit because the shit drips off. You got to be careful under. But on top,
Andre,
the first thing you do is clean the top of the toilet seat.
See, but I don't even use the ass gaskets, but
You're crazy.
no, I mean, I clean the seat off, but
I just don't like the feeling of that texture on my skin anyway. You know what I mean? It's like the plastic.
I'm fat and hairy. I don't feel a thing.
Ha! You got an extra inch of coverage.
Exactly.
With your ass. It's like shitting through a cheese grater. I got you.
It is.
I know the feeling, man. I started growing ass hair a while back, and honestly, it's probably the worst thing about getting old. Is like
you're 24,
dude, and I have acid reflux now. I can't eat hot Cheetos, and I have fucking ass hair. It's coming at me at all angles.
Come back to me when you can braid your ass shut.
right?
I hear you there.
I like how he's like, I can't eat hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos will ruin. I'll get a hangover the next day from hot Cheetos.
Bro, I'm right there with you. I ate a bag of hot Cheetos maybe about a month and a half ago, and it stuck with me for about a month. And now if I sip water, I get acid reflux.
Oh, look, Robbie's got a cat too.
He does. Where's mine?
He's got 2.
Oh yeah, I got sisters. Yes.
Whatever it's looking at, it is looking amazed.
I got movements happening.
All righty. Well, we will begin. I don't know where Sharon is. He knew the time.
Is he black?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they do this.
So this
mad when Danny says that. So
this is cool, man. This is really cool. I'm a big fan of Danny's, and I've never listened to the podcast. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but there's a lot of respect that goes along with this podcast. Like, first of all, great name. You got the great name.
Thank you.
The name is half of it, and then you guys like just have the look of somebody that actually like people want to listen to and actually take what they say and like make changes to whatever they do because of it. So I'm here. It's cool. I'm excited. Thank you so much. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate it.
Thank you. That was the best verbal blowjob I've gotten in a while. Thank you, sir.
And you see me in person, dude. I literally whip it out and everything for you.
Now I see why Danny wanted you on.
I didn't tell him to say any of that shit.
I saw you squinting where you couldn't read.
Are you in like a suite in like a fucking La Quinta Inn? Like, where are you, dude?
I'm at a friend's house in Vegas, house sitting,
Okay.
waiting for my Vegas guy to come by.
I have a question. Before we get too far in this, is there a way I could see all you guys at once?
Yeah.
Are you on a cell phone?
Yeah, he's on his cell phone.
Oh, go up to the top and hit view and hit gallery. But I don't know, because on a cell phone, it depends on your phone.
So do I go to more?
I don't know if you can.
Okay, meeting settings. Maybe?
Nope. Now we lost
Took
you.
yourself out.
Oh, sorry about that. This is embarrassing.
No, you're good.
This is embarrassing. I think we're kind of stuck with what we got, but that's okay.
Yeah, because it still says you're joining, so I would say keep trying to join.
Got it.
Ah, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, because we still have you joining somehow.
I'm still joining? Oh, yeah. This is gay. This is ridiculous. I mean, I honestly, technology is a funny thing. I mean, this computer the phone is the best thing in the world. You know how they tell you, oh, the thing on them that went to the moon, had like fucking microwave technology, and your phone is 10 times more intelligent than what they used to go there. And you're like, all right, but this thing is meant to do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like one function is to get on the internet and like let me talk to people on the internet. And I can't call people I can't pull a laptop out and just send a phone call. I swear, like laptops, small little computer technologies, they're on their way out, man.
I mean, if you would have told me I'd be looking at porn on my phone, like when I was a kid, I'd be like, you're nuts. Or that it was in HD, I'd be like, no, it's going to be pixelated forever.
Yeah, look, usually when somebody asks me to do something and my hands are full, I'm like, I'm busy, dude. Like I got papers, I don't want to drop things. But when, if I'm at work, I got tissue paper in one hand, I got a phone in the other hand, I got my dick somewhere in the other hand, like I suddenly grow arms just to be able to jerk off. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's not as satisfying with the phone. I feel cheated.
Yeah. The real question is volume or no volume jerk?
I'm married with a kid. It's no volume.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, man.
Sharon, what about you?
Volume. I can't. That whole imagining how she is or how it sounds, just like, well, unless she has like a squeaky ass voice, like I'm like, It's like, okay, sure.
Oh, like Jenna Hayes. Yeah. Ugh.
Or if you're watching tranny porn and they sound too much like a dude.
That's the worst.
Nope. So I hear.
Nick, are we doing intros today?
Yeah, we were just having a good old time and watching you pull a handle. So that'll be amazing. Hopefully you get shitty.
I won't be.
Didn't you see the gallon jug that she entered? She just fucking, she's going to hold it up. Look at that.
Yeah, she did just bring in a freaking gallon.
Tito's? What the?
But look, it's almost empty.
Is that wine? What is that? Wine?
No, it's a gallon of vodka. I don't drink wine.
I've never fucking heard of Tito's.
You've never heard of Tito's?
Really?
That's all I drink.
Tito's?
No.
How long have you not been addicted to alcohol?
I drank. All right. Have you guys heard of Barrett's whiskey?
Ew.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I drank.
Gross.
$6 a fifth.
You're a trash piece of person.
You always got to be worried about the man who calls out whiskey by name. You ever heard of the McFlaggen whiskey? It's my shit, man. You're like, yikes.
All right. This is the Gag on This podcast. We are getting into intros. By the way, Danny D, people loved your intro last time. I think they just fucking hate my voice at this point. Episode description. We'll have the show and guest social media. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Like, follow, do all that shit. You'll hear it 2 days before it is released as a podcast. Like and follow us on all social medias. We got the links in the show notes. I don't know why I'm pointing because nobody really watches this shit. I am the man they call Big Nick. I'm joined by currently traveling comedian, the one that holds the show together, Danny Goddamn D.
Hey.
Goddamn.
Wow, that was I built you up, and your response.
Like, a lot of work holding this show together.
It felt like lies. It felt like lies.
No, fans report you hold the show together.
We have a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, only one.
Beyond your OnlyFans, yes.
One of my old coworkers, Dave, is a big fan of yours.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and he's stoked that we're doing video because now he has something to actually visually jerk off to.
Oh, shit.
I said it, Dave. I know you're listening.
Hi, Dave.
Oh,
Don't do
shit.
that. Now he's gonna really blow one. I'll give him a moment. Okay, he's done.
All right, we got co-host of the Stand Up Dads podcast who has released a fucking episode, Rob.
Woo-hoo. Hello. Hey, I couldn't figure out the logistics of eating a bullet and having it get posted, so I had to just put out a real episode.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a shame. I was looking forward to the, final goodbye from you.
I know. One day.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. And on that note, we have host of the Iambic Poetry Podcast, Off to Change, DJ for Comedy on the Rocks, which will be back eventually. And we got Sacramento Poet Laureate, Sharon.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
What's
like
up?
the tattoo. Stop.
What? Tattoo?
Yeah, she has a tattoo on her arm. Forearm.
Who
Yes, you. Yeah, you, Danny. Yes.
I've had this forever.
I haven't seen it, so I was like, oh, there's that too. You kept on pulling
Too
out.
busy
Like,
eating Brussels sprouts.
It was winter. I was wearing clothes.
Ah, that's true. And we got Sacramento comedian Andre Goddamn Dawson.
Yo, how's it going? This show looks like a reverse Zoom school where I'm about to teach you guys what swag is about and shit like that.
Oh, swag.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
I like to learn.
You could lie to them, Andre, but I know you don't know that.
I can't teach you guys about like TikTok and how to post shit onto the internet.
Just to clarify, this is not the Chicago Cubs center field or outfielder from like 40 years ago.
Ah, you fucking beat me to it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry.
In the room.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Famous?
Yeah, if you Google him, all that pops up. Well, there's a comedian that does pop up. He's a white guy. But then the majority of the stuff is a baseball player.
Oh shit, there's another white comedian, Andre Dawson.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that Puerto Rican one.
Oh.
Man, that's cool, man. We gotta go bowling.
Bowling?
You know, white people sports. I was thinking curling, but
I hear he likes disc golf.
Disc golf, that's my shit. I got the bag.
All right, hold on. Before we continue, Rob, you're looking a little Daniel Pearl over there. Are you running something?
No. It's let me see.
I mean, is it just me?
Oh, it's slow. Yeah, he's slow.
Okay.
He's glitchy. Yeah.
Going through glitches.
Yeah, I expect ISIS to run in here anytime soon with a machete, buddy.
If only.
Put his head in the stall.
Okay, is that better?
No. Jesus. Well, it'll work itself out. Just stop downloading porn.
Yeah.
So, Andre, you first of all, curling is the whitest sport. You should have gone with curling over bowling.
Oh, I love curling.
Yeah. But you see, it's not the season for curling. It's a summer sport. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's true. I think it's
Curling's a winter sport.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's done on the ice with little brooms.
Well, technically, you can get away with it because it's right now freaking snow as hell in the whole freaking rest of the eastern.
Yeah. Plus, you ever been to a bar during the summer? Okay. They got those little curling machines. That's when it really gets heated up. You know what I'm saying?
Is that ski shooting?
Hey, we got different definitions.
Shuffleboard.
Well, shuffleboard. There.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's learn some bar games.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is that like the redneck version of it?
Yeah. Exactly.
No, that's the old retired Puerto Rican living in Miami version of it.
Is that why they use brooms?
They use tiny little brooms to shuffle the
well, they're Puerto Rican. They know how to do this pretty well.
Damn.
They had to make it a sport.
The shake weight.
Yeah.
All right. So I do want to ask you something. I noticed you were in the, I guess it's now infamous, Tahoe video.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck was like, what caused, not like, no offense, it's a good movie, but like what started it and shit?
You know what it was? It's an act of desperation, man. I mean, we don't have stages, we don't have time, and it's just like I'm trying to sketch comedy now, you know? So I just get a bunch of homies together and we wrote a bunch of skits, and the only thing that had everyone in it was that one. So we tried to just use.
Didn't have me in it.
I hit you up. I said we're doing it all. So this is the thing, is we're doing it every Saturday. You know, everyone just comes to the house. I fell in love with like two comics, like content. You know what I mean? Like there's two comics from Stockton called Nick Michelson, shout out Nick Michelson, and Gabriel Alexander, shout out to you. Okay. And these fools make funny ass videos basically through like TikTok and shit. And I have zero presence in any of that. So I'm trying to stay productive, trying to do things. So I told her I feel like I wanted to attach myself to people I thought were funny. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just what we came up with. And it's like, I mean, campy or not, kind of like kiddish or not, but you put like Gabriel put that shit on that one social media, Clapper, I think it's called.
Yeah, dude, Clapper got hella hits. 40,000
views. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
I mean, that's crazy.
Wait a minute.
But I'm not in town on Saturdays, fucksticks.
You're not in town ever. You're going to be living in fucking Vegas pretty soon, full time.
Please don't.
You gonna get a residency?
That's all I want. That's all I want.
You gonna follow Carlos like Joe Rogan, like the Mexican Joe Rogan?
We just went out to lunch today and we were talking about that.
But him being the Mexican Joe Rogan?
No, I'm not.
He has a podcast out.
Huh?
Yeah, he's got a movie review podcast, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been on our podcast.
Quick flick review.
Yes.
He fucking murdered the other night at the LA Comedy Club. Him, Ron Vai, and fucking Miles Weber killed it. Like, there wasn't a dry eye in the room.
The dude's hilarious. And like gave me my first shot at Laughs Unlimited. So I can't
gave me my first shot at fucking Punchline and Tommy T's.
Yeah, and I ate dicks.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Well, I mean, you weren't as bad as the other ones.
I mean, I don't want to be gauged on that, but okay.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to be quantified as the guy that wasn't as bad as everyone else.
I mean,
yeah, I mean,
small victories.
Yeah, I got on. I didn't eat dicks like everyone else. I guess that's okay.
That's right.
Yeah, you only ate 2 dicks versus, the 4 or 5 everyone else ate.
Yeah, believe me, it was a shit show. That was the coronavirus show. That's what spread the coronavirus here.
I believe it.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Forgot about how you guys were like walking petri dishes.
No.
Yeah, we just don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck.
And like, but yeah, I mean, back to that Tahoe video. That Tahoe video was fun. I like doing stuff like that. I like just being fun. And it's caused a lot of people were like, what the fuck? And like, some people loved it. Some people hated it. You can kind of tell, like, for instance, Midtown crowd's going to love it. Midtown crowd. The only problem, only one thing somebody got at me, some random person, they were like,
having the toddler with a,
yeah, why'd you have the baby? And I was like, bro, that was awesome. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I had a baby. I mean, I'm not going to not use the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a prop at that point. And I had drugs.
It's a prop, not even he. Like, it's a prop.
Yeah, I have a baby and cocaine. I'm like, we got to put these in the same shot. And like, you know what I'm saying? It was fun.
But for the record, it wasn't cocaine. It was powdered sugar. Calm down.
I mean, that was straight up cocaine. Like,
shut up, Andre.
No, I'm just kidding. It was.
You can't afford that much cocaine. I know that.
No, it was sugar. If you see in the first thing he asked for is sugar. So I pull up a bag of sugar.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I watched it.
Yeah. It's a funny thing if you think about it.
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck Clapper is.
That's how I was gonna ask.
What the fuck? Like, I know Omegle. What is it?
I don't know.
It's a new age TikTok. It's going to replace TikTok. It doesn't filter out. Like on TikTok, you can't have a gun. And on TikTok, you can't smoke weed. But on Clapper, it doesn't filter you.
Wow.
Oh, so it's like the dark web of social media TikTok videos. Okay.
That's the whole thing holding you back now? It's a gun?
That's why my TikTok fucking got pulled down.
Because you had a gun?
Yeah, I was I'm going to take my horse to the Old Town Road. And like you're wearing an outfit and then you jump up and then you come down, you're a cowboy and I had a gun. I thought that was cute. And they took it down.
Well, China didn't.
It was a fake gun. It wasn't a real gun.
You didn't think of what Pooh Bear would think about your actions, did you? Okay?
I never do.
They don't let fucking everybody just do whatever they want in China, all right?
No, but they do on Clapper.
There you go. Which is where my shit got 40,000 views. I mean, this is where I start to think. It's like it or not, I'm just trying to do something. You know, I'm just trying to stay creative. And when I get a bunch of friends together, we sit down, we write for an hour. We wrote a bunch of skits. We picked one. We just did it, you know, and it's the first one. But we submitted it to that sketched out comedy thing or whatever. So.
Oh, cool.
See what happens.
Cool. Well, good luck. Good luck with that shit.
Yeah, man. You know what? You teach me this shit. You know, every time I look at what you're doing, you're always in some bar in Boston, or you're in fucking, you know, wherever the fuck, Denver or some bullshit. I don't know where you go, but it's like, yeah, you just be doing hella shit. And I'm sitting at home like, why am I not doing shit? You know what I'm saying? I can't let this just pass me by. I'm only going to be this age for one time. And I just feel like I'm missing out at times.
Well, I feel it. And I mean, that day Nick was at my house and was like, let's shoot a sketch. And I'm like, can we get more people in it? Because I don't want to just be like,
I've been there in a heartbeat.
But then, you know, your job got in the way of that. But, you know, I'm glad you guys came together and you're still able to do it, you know?
He was really just trying to get you into a casting couch porn.
You could have done that without that, though.
I know. I sent him a GIF. I was like, yeah, you're over there shooting videos. I got you.
You'd be mad if you didn't do the effort.
I was like, I have a mermaid tail and I could sing. Like, we could make up a song. And then he's like,
you could be, honestly, can we do the fat little mermaid? Like, this is great.
I've already thought of that. I've already thought of it. Yeah, I already have a mermaid tail. I just got to get seashells that will do something. Or
no, let's get big ass crabs or something. You know what I'm saying?
Or have pasties.
Fucking Rob, Rob nailed it. You got to get yourself some abalone shells for those motherfuckers.
There you go. Yeah, dude. Let's do something crazy fun, dude.
Okay, I'm down. I'm back in town soon.
I like
and then
the subject, but did y'all hear about the situation where Disney was gonna cast a all black group
for Ariel for Little Mermaid? Yeah, I heard that.
And then they basically flipped them.
They're just stealing from Hamilton.
Oh, I thought they were gonna do that. I thought Lizzo was gonna be it.
Yeah, black people are in right now. Do you see Ghostbusters?
The new one or the new one?
The new one where it was
there's kids or the women?
All girls.
Yeah, it's like they're doing like race and gender reversals where it's like we need more black women in everything. It's ridiculous. And it's not funny.
Oh shit, you got Rob. You got Sharon squinting the fucking eye.
Like, I didn't see that one. I saw the women one, the all gender one.
Yeah, like a Ocean's 8, that's all women, and then I just feel like I mean, wasn't that good?
Wasn't that good, but wasn't that bad either.
Yeah.
Everything we can have different opinions and still do a podcast. It's all right.
I just don't like progressive for the sake of being progressive. You know what I'm saying?
Here, let's storm the Capitol together, buddy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like I'm a woman, so I should have the right to just have first availability if it's an all guy show, just because I'm a woman and I'm not funny.
There's just too much guilt. I think that's what it is. Too much white guilt. Can we get over it? Y'all are fine. We get it. It's all good.
If you know me, I'm not guilty for shit.
Sharon's just straight up shaking his head like, no, you're not all good.
Yeah.
Like that white appeal is coming out. Like, hello.
They are right now putting into the laws. The Republicans are actually promoting, trying to see if they can put in law to not discriminate against people who are racist.
Huh?
They're putting in law for people who basically lost their jobs and stuff for like raiding the Capitol or saying some racial shit.
Like the Mandalorian chick. It wasn't racist, but stupid.
They're trying to put in law now and say, well, we're getting discriminated too.
Well, that'll save a lot of black jobs because black people are some of the racist people I know. That's all I'm saying.
That is
look,
real racist.
My homie is the racist dude I know. And it's like racism's funny, dude.
Quit talking about that.
Boobies.
David Thorne fucking. I'm just kidding.
Dicks. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but as you guys were like getting in a heated discussion, I was just like, jizz.
Jizz. Oh, jizz.
I just want to go back to the fact that this is why Danny D is cool. You said the little fat mermaid, and she was just like, I'm game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've already thought
Little
about
Mermaid.
it. Like, duh. That's all I've ever wanted to do. That's why my sticker right now is a fucking mermaid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
So,
when
hold
I had that other sticker made, I was just like I was walking by a vendor in Santa Cruz and I walked by and I was like, oh my God, that's me. And he had hella artwork of me. And I was just like, and he was like, I've been fantasizing about you for like 4.5 years. And I was like, oh my God, I love you.
I've got Cheez-Its and Funyuns galore.
Right?
You want hot dogs?
No,
Yeah,
we're gonna do it like instead of like look at this stuff. We're gonna do it of like look at what I don't have, like you know, like a stable life and a boyfriend and like pursuing your dreams. Yeah, Nick's writing it out. I don't do that shit, but I'll sing it.
I'm writing it out. Me?
That's what I'm like. Okay.
Oh, the funny one. I got you.
There's a lot of Nicks in my life. Sorry,
Dude, he looks like Mexican Silent Bob. He's hilarious.
Your Nick won though.
You hear that? Hear that, Nick Michelson? By the way, shout out to Jordan, who apparently doesn't put out good content from Stockton.
Oh, they should have.
You don't get to kiss Jordan's ass. Jordan doesn't get to play with us because his girlfriend won't let him out, so he's not in part of it. You know,
Holy shit.
His new shit
you
is
guys
he, like,
know
goes
all
on.
about that life. You know about like, at least Rob does. You know, like I can't come out. My wife won't let me play. Like,
Yeah, I've never seen you guys.
I just gotta deal with the consequences later.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's not cool. Like, be afraid to go out. You're like a prisoner.
He's not afraid. He just don't want to deal with the consequences.
There shouldn't be any. I'm gonna go fucking have fun with my friends. I'm not gonna cheat on you.
Well, I'd have to
love
have
you.
friends
I love you
first.
back.
There you go. There you go. And they got to come out too.
Just saying, it's about trust.
I do want to ask you, Andre. I noticed you were on a podcast from the Red Couch. Now, it was all musicians up until you. Did you know that?
Yes. Some
One-word
may
answer.
say
I love
that
it.
I have musical, artistic talents in the way that I deliver my comedy. It's very artistic in how I do. So maybe that's why I was just drawn. Maybe he was drawn to my artist. I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, I did know this. He did music before me, but you know, this is one of those scenarios where I'm sure you guys are comics. You've had this happen where you've done a show and you never know the 4 degrees of separation that show is going to hit and the ripples that it creates. And it just so happens that those ripples reached to him and he was interested. And I keep forgetting to get back to him. I'm supposed to call him today. Fuck. I'm gonna call him right now. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll take anybody that wants to sit down and talk about me. I mean, this is kind of something
Absolutely.
I've been looking for. Yeah. I have small dick syndrome, so it's like anything about me, I'm cool. Yeah.
Hold on, you said small dick syndrome?
Yes, SDS. It's kind of hereditary.
You hear that, Rob? We can claim a syndrome now.
ain't no male Portuguese in porn, dude. There's a reason for it.
That's not true. I fucked a Portuguese guy once, and he was slanging. He was slanging.
Slanging that linguiça.
Was he pure?
Wait, maybe he was Puerto Rican.
I don't know. Those
Oh my
ones where the
God.
maid walks in,
I
those
don't
are usually
remember.
some Puerto Rican chick. So
I have no
Really?
idea. Huge shout out to you though. Tina San Lucas fucking sucked your balls on some post and was like, "You were amazing." So you must have killed it at Alvin's show that you finally
Yeah.
got on. Unfortunately, I fucking missed it. Did you record it?
yeah, I did record it. That's actually what I'm going to use on. So he wants 2 clips. I'm going to use the first punchline set where like I sucked, but because it's punchline crowd, they just laughed at everything.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my most recent killer set, which was actually a really good set.
I'd
and I
like to
don't
see
do that
that
often.
later.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, Tina, you know, she's a sweetheart and she did me a solid by doing that. I think that's kind of how I got the interview because it's actually a friend of hers.
Oh, dope.
And, like,
dope.
Like, also it might have helped. Like during my set, I looked over, I saw Tina, and I was just like, "Holy shit, everyone! Tina San Lucas, get over Tina San Lucas, everyone! Holy shit!" And
Yeah,
so
she
I
hasn't
kind of,
really been out in a while.
yeah. So I was like, "Holy shit, it's Tina!" And I love Tina, and you know,
Yeah.
she's just a
Want
good
her to
person.
make you a
you know?
birthday cake. I get it. I'm just kidding. No,
That'd
I'm
be
glad
cool.
that people came out to support you guys because I haven't seen Tina at a show in a minute, but she's a great human. We've had her on the podcast, right? We had her. Oh yeah, I was sunburnt that day. Looked like a fucking tomato.
Yeah, and then we had to pull it.
Well, you know, sometimes the nicest people come from some fucked up shit.
Couldn't stop saying the N-word, huh? She does love saying the N-word. It's just it's one of those.
Don't say that. No, Tina San Lucas is great, but it's nice to see other female comics. Maybe
What's wrong with saying the N-word?
maybe you guys will come back out. You know, it doesn't sound like COVID's even really a thing anymore. So maybe you guys.
Oh,
Fuck are you
wait.
talking about?
Oh, you guys are scared of the COVID, huh?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen them since fucking April of last year.
Oh, good.
Well,
Goodness.
first of all, I have to
Here we
see
go.
I have to see the statistics on a lot of deaths in it. So I
You're not
know.
involved in those numbers.
Goodness. I like how COVID turned everyone to a fucking scientist and statistician. Man,
No,
you don't know
I
what to fuck those charts. They lean any way they want to.
That's true.
But I just see
You
the
could-
I just see the statistics of like people going in for respiratory illnesses and then eventually dying. Granted, they're not saying specifically from COVID, but they're saying like died of.
No. If you die of anything right now in the hospital, it's from COVID.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
you can have a drug overdose.
Where's Steve Milani when you need him?
I was just going to say.
Oh, he's right here in my heart.
I'm an old fat guy. I'm a tasty treat for COVID.
Oh my God. I'm a fat fucking old lady. It didn't take me. And I lost weight, Rob.
We're going to knock on door for you. We're going to knock on wood just for you.
Pray to the heavens that there are.
That's fucking great that's like Danny D's like sort of thing. Like I lost weight. Like, man, if you get AIDS, whoo, yeah, it makes you get skinny.
Yeah.
I think I gave COVID 3 months and I was like, look, I'm not changing how I live. You know, I'm a healthy person. And even so, even if it does get me, it's like I just can't not do something. You saw what happens when I don't do something. I come out with shit like
That's why we have it a year later.
Yeah, I think people are just going to be fine. Like I really do think people are just going to be fine. And
all right.
So that's the 400,000 people that died then.
You know what, Andre?
Yeah, but like I can pull up 1,000 statistics that can point my direction. You know that, right? Like
that's
I
true.
can find one article that says it's a 400,000. I can find another article that says half of those don't count towards. And I can also find an article that's going to talk about how car crashes are. You know,
really, y'all are evil.
Blue waffles.
Right. We're here to talk about Andre. Let's talk about Andre.
Wasn't 2020 like? Wasn't COVID like 2020's topic? Are we past it? People are gonna die. People aren't wearing masks.
You know
if
what?
You haven't dealt with it. It's all good.
I wrote down all the guys, but I slept with in 2020. And during a pandemic year, dude, I was on the second page.
Blue waffles.
I was about to share a picture of blue waffles, Rob, but I was like, fuck, we're on YouTube. I can't do that.
Cannot. That is fucking horrific.
What do you mean on your second page?
Awesome.
Yeah, fucking YouTube and their rules. Although we've had Danny's pretty much exposed breast before. Not like she means it.
I didn't expose
you
shit.
Get those on screen? You need a couple screens for that, dude. You get it from a mile out?
She walked in. They're like, oh,
it was a satellite photo.
Is that a nipple?
I think they wouldn't even be on the screen. They would just be down here.
Yeah. I got half the nipple at this point.
Yeah. I have to stand up.
No joke, Andre. Her tits have muted her.
Yeah.
Her tits have kicked her out of the Zoom.
Yeah.
Her tits have done pretty much everything possible.
Nice.
It's just new hands.
Nice. Yeah. It's like a monkey's tail. She can like dangle from a fucking tree with them or something. You know,
prehensile tits.
I just remember one time though, my tits called my mother while I was fucking someone.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wait a minute.
Like I didn't take my top off. We were just fucking like in a car, so I don't know, something classy. And it called my mom, and like I don't know how. It's actually stayed on for like a minute and 20 seconds or something. But like I don't know.
He came in that time.
We never talked about it, but we're not friends now.
Hold up. How did your tits call you? That means you had your phone in your bra.
Yeah, I had my phone in my bra because that's normally if I keep it, because fat girl pants don't allow you to have front pockets. Like they don't allow fat girls to have front pockets. So like
technically you got a couple fat pockets. You could just stuck a couple things in there for real. I mean,
oh, I could stick a whole fucking
pizza.
Village.
You could slide a whole fucking large pizza in that bitch, dude. Like
I'm a good person to have at like shows and shit. Like I just stuff it all in, and then it just like lifts it up. It's great. Okay.
Right. But so are you saying you basically your tits called your mom, and now you ain't friends with that?
While I was fucking. I don't know what it was said, but she didn't like me after that. Like she was just like, you don't need to. What'd she say?
Hey, look, I apologize to your mom, okay? And she was a very nice lady.
I never apologized. I
apologized to her, okay? And so I don't usually say those mean things to your daughter, but she had me, you know what I'm saying? And
I had to come out.
Yeah, listen, when your balls touch the back like that, you don't know what's gonna happen, all right? So look.
I swear she wanted me to call her a whore. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
My bad, couldn't help myself.
Anyways. How did we get on me being a whore? Like, that's not what we were talking about.
I don't know. It seriously went from like COVID is fake to you being a whore. And I don't know where the connective tissue is with that at all. I really don't.
Oh, because I was on page 2 in 2020 of my horror book.
Listen, COVID's real. It just kills pussies. That's all I'm saying, man. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Are you using a diary or actually an 8x10 page?
Oh, no, not an 8x10.
Legal
like a little journal notebook type thing. There's only like
6 lines, 7 lines, 20 lines? What?
I don't know, like 15.
She ain't called it.
I was about to say she didn't want to give her number out.
She didn't want to give her number out.
It's actually like a small little handheld book, but she's just so big. It looks.
It's actually in my comedy notebook of 2020.
Oh.
Back page. If anyone can get a hold of it, they can see.
Oh, everybody can get a hold of you on Backpage?
No, they don't have that anymore, fucker. Now it's what is it?
They finally caught up to you, huh?
Seeking arrangements, but
How you been doing ever since you lost all that income, man? That's like a big income for you.
You're on your fucking chest, you guys. I gotta stop drinking.
Nice rollout.
It's like, what?
You're making me all flush because I know my friend's coming by.
Oh shit. Andre, I do have to say I was researching your social media. You are on a fucking shit ton of shows.
Yeah.
Like coming up as of late. I mean, you're really fucking putting in the work. Jesus.
It's fucking funny.
You know what this was? It's Nick, right?
Yeah. Big Nick. Big Nick.
Sorry about that, Nick. I was trying to read it as I said it. It's one of those things where, like, when I first started comedy, I had built up some momentum and then I gave it up because I got scared. And I was scared every time, but the fear got to me and I didn't let it. I let it build up past to where I could do it. I couldn't get past the fear. And then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, it wasn't that I wasn't going to shows, it's that I couldn't go to shows. There was no shows. And I started to think, like, what is life without this? What do I do with time if there is no show? And so the second show started coming back, I wasn't going to waste no time. And I worked really hard. I'm at every single mic, I'm at any mic, every show. And then if I'm not on the lineup, I'll show up until you put me on. And I've done every room. I've done the Pink Martini. I've done Laughs. I've done Punchline. I've done the Union in Roseville. I've done literally every single room that is available right now. But, I'm still not done. As much as I do appreciate the shows that I have now, it's like I'd rather be booked. I'm just not done. Like, that's just nothing. That's like the first step of momentum since COVID,
What about Zoom shows? Have you done Zoom shows?
I haven't done Zoom shows, not because, I've done like trivia shows. I've done this. And like, I have nothing against Zoom shows, but I'm just usually at a show. Chico, they don't give a fuck about COVID. So we just go. And
sure about that. Sure about that. I can't allow myself to let up, and like I hear this thing where people start saying good things about me. Finally, they start saying, "Oh, you're getting on shows and I see you're doing real well." But I don't hear none of that shit. Like I work from a deficit. I have to assume, I want to assume that I have nothing. Every set sucks, as much as they're all right.
Shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit on there.
God damn.
These sets that I do, people say they're good. They're all dog shit. Like my jokes are dog shit, but it's because I can walk around and pretend like a comic. I can do this. I'm an open micer. Fuck a comic. Like I'm an open micer that gets paid every once in a while. And so I'm just trying, I want to make people like, I want to do shit to where like they go, damn, do you remember when we had him on the podcast? Or I want to put Danny on a show for once since she gives me shows. You know what I mean? Like, plus it's coming back. I could get my own room soon.
You can tell who his fucking trainer is because I'm like, yeah, you ain't shit. You ain't fucking nothing. Like,
God damn, what are you, is Mickey? God damn.
That's how I feel about myself.
You're a bum, Mike. You're a bum rock.
That's how I feel about myself, man. I'm just like, yeah, all right. Well,
it's just like I'm not one of those comics, and we know them, that are like, I'm the shit. I get all the bitches. I'm the cool one. Blah, blah, blah. I kill every time. I can't work. If I don't feel like I have something to show, then I don't know how to do good. It's like I have to assume that I suck to work towards a goal of being better. And that's how I work. And I can't lie to myself and pretend like, oh, I'm the shit. And then I'll walk in. And I've done that where you don't respect the mic and you kind of just walk in there like you own it and you got it. And then the next thing you know, they're not laughing at your bits. And you're like, whoa, what's happening right now? Like, people aren't laughing and I'm in this hole and I'm halfway through my funniest bit and nobody's laughing and I don't know what to do. And it kind of checks you. So.
So you going with that mentality all the time? That I ain't shit mentality?
This, like, lately what I've been doing is like, I don't know what I'm going to say before I go up. I put myself in a deficit. I want to say what's funny before I say my bits. And, Danny can attest to this. I'll go up, I'll roast every single person in the entire room before I do one single bit. And then I'll try to do some random crowd work thing. And I don't know if people say, like, for instance, at this Alvin show, this In Your Mouth comedy, Alvin Duke, shout out Alvin Duke. Thank you for putting me on. And when I did the show, I did a lot of things that hosts do, like, but it's been so long since I had a crowd. I was like, how are we doing in the back? Thank you so much. It's good to see you guys. I fucking love this shit. And then, I feel like I might be a crowd work comic. I'm learning crowd work. This is something I'm working on right now. And what I do, it kind of, I can't be cocky, but I have to have some confidence. And so I don't necessarily go up thinking like I'm a piece of shit and I'm not funny, but I go up there thinking like I got to work for something, and it's not going to be something I've written, and it's going to be spontaneous. And if I am a true comic, I can make these 4 people at an Italian restaurant laugh while they're eating their food. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It doesn't work all the time.
All right. Does anybody have any other questions? Because I know Danny has to go pretty soon. And I know, Andre, you got Buddy's thing tonight, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I figured since if I'm going to be at home, I just, take advantage of the time. Let's get 2 shows instead of 1. So I appreciate you guys doing this. I know you're probably doing it a little early. And I don't know if that was for me alone, but I do appreciate that because it allows me to do 2 shows tonight rather than just the 1. So
yeah, no, I appreciate doing it early. I am all for earlier, the fucking better.
Yeah, and his is at 8.
Am I the one who originally asked for it at 6? I think I am. Or at 7.
You're the one that asked for it at 7 because you were like, everyone's eating. Oh my God.
I now took it back with the world's opening. We could do it again at 6 if you guys want. But like 6 might be better for me with shows and shit,
What?
The world wasn't open and I was open.
Now is not the time.
Let's try.
On with the show.
I give up.
I'm a woman. I'm never satisfied. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we 6 today, so I could get some cock. And next week, I'm not getting cock, so we can do it at 7. The week after that, there's the 3-way.
I like how Danny's like pointing to the nose, like on the nose.
Yeah,
Rob.
I know this is shut the fuck up, Rob.
On my business, BYOB.
So, before we get into our ultra popular thing called Inside the Comic Studio.
Brilliant.
Way to lag on that.
Yeah. So silent with it.
Thank you.
I did it right then.
Oh, did you?
Like
Yeah.
MTV Cribs. I gotta show you my apartment now.
Oh, she's always moving around.
It's like watching Blair Witch Project.
Don't look in the corner of the room, Danny. Don't look in the corner of the room. Just get out of there, man.
Oh my God. I just imagine like whoever she's with, she turns the corner and he's just facing the wall.
Yeah.
And then it just
There's stick figures hanging from the ceiling and shit.
Myself right
Not as much as watching Andre's black cat keep jumping on the top, looking at him, and then jumping off.
Yeah.
All right.
My cats are ninjas.
Like, what's going on? Okay,
So before we get into it, Andre, plug your social media, plug any shows you have coming up. This comes out Saturday on YouTube and then Monday as a podcast.
Okay, Saturday. Okay, so if you're listening to this on Saturday, you missed this upcoming roast battle I'm on. But what you can do is you can follow me on my social medias because I'm always posting. I'm always putting the show, putting it on my live, whatever is the next one I'm on. So that's on Instagram. It's Andre_Justice_Dawson. Facebook, Andre Dawson. I have Danny on my social media. So if you're trying to get a hold of me through her, that's cool. I'm on Roast Battles coming up out in Chico. Couple Stockton shows through Gabriel Alexander. He's putting together New Age Prophet shows. Probably going to be at In Your Mouth Comedy over at Alvin Duke's show. I'm going to be doing From the Red Couch interview here soon. So check that out. That some of the things about these interviews, if you really want to get to know what the fuck I'm about, check out these interviews. I did Defunk Radio. That's a really good interview, about 30 minutes. You can kind of hear about me. But that's pretty much it.
All right. Yeah. Defunk, where's my invite? I hit him up and nothing at all.
Yeah. I'll send you a message for you, Nick.
Oh, bro, I'll get you, bro.
No joke.
Like black people.
He did this thing where he's like, I'm looking for guests, and hella people hit him up, and he pretty much had everybody else on but me.
I had to beg him. Jackie Pearl got me a spot on there. So like Jackie Pearl and I did it together.
What did we do, Defunk? Why do you hate us?
Well, because we've never had him on ours.
Olive branch, buddy. Black people love getting on podcasts.
Oh, shut up. All people love getting on our podcast, not just black people.
Oh, okay.
All right. On that note, Danny, what do you got?
Syphilis.
Syphilis, gonorrhea, HIV in the making, COVID all the time. Not even like it never goes away. I'm just straight COVID because I'm on a diet.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's about it. Rob got it right on the nose. If you want to see what I'm doing, if you're lucky, I'll post it. Rad Chick Forever. Nick will put it in the link. I'm doing all kinds of shit. It's fun. It's a good time. If you're not a pussy like these guys, except for Andre, you can come out and see me.
Hold the fuck up. I'm not a pussy.
Have I seen you at a show?
I got a show come on this Thursday. What the heck you talking about?
Where is that?
A live show?
It's Vince.
A live show?
Yes, a live show. Vince's with Marcus Mahane and
no shit, you're on that show?
Yeah,
I'll be there.
DJ. Bro, Marcus
DJ.
is the shit, bro. He put me on that fucking Pink Martini show.
I was there when you were there, dude. I was the DJ.
Bro, you're the DJ. You had the glowing shit?
Yeah.
Bro, you cool as shit. All right, I made you laugh. I made you laugh. You saw my set.
Yeah, I did.
You saw my set.
Yes,
White people love me, don't they? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
He's cool.
Until they talk to you for a minute.
All right, Sharon, other than the thing you got coming up, anything else?
Basically, check out Off the Change podcast where we got Steph Sanders and Christy Nung. We just got our latest one we're coming out with is about Valentine's Day, but then we're going to do some more stuff for you. So check it out. Boom.
All right, Rob.
Stand Up Dads podcast is back. We'll be coming out with another episode. I think it's going to be about spoiled kids. We just had one on stranger danger. Check it out wherever your finer podcasts are sold.
You guys are like the Greg Fitzsimmons like new Sunday paper podcast where they do it from his closet and they just talk about their kids and read the paper.
Much.
Did you do one about COVID yet?
Yeah, those don't do so well.
No, because no one wants to fucking hear about it.
Exactly. That's pretty much everyone's just there's COVID burnout. I actually did a show on COVID burnout and everyone was too burnt out to listen to it. Unless we come up with like a new disease, like
that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
COVID.
Ooh, you guys, what if they named like an STD after me? Like, what if I created like something new with all the shit?
It sounds like when you throw up, Daniel DeLuca.
Right? Be like, I got a case of the DeLuca. Like it goes away, like
Danny
with
dysentery.
like one pill.
DeLuca does sound like a fucking STD, bro.
Got a DeLuca.
My right nuts got DeLuca, bro.
Yeah.
Congealed.
Just saying, always thinking.
I had the DeLuca removed, and man, thank God I did.
No, you don't have me removed. I just go away. I go away with like a pill or something. You flash some money at me and I go away.
Wow. I
like that. All right. Follow me on Twitter at the Big Nick J. For some reason, my tweets are getting traction, so I guess I'm funny. Also, check out Stressed, Depressed, and Anxious. I did a special Valentine's Day with her. We talked about toxic relationships, and she has a fetish that is so fucking specific. It is insane.
It's almost as
You like getting peed in the butthole?
It beats mine. It beats my fetish for sure.
Yeah, because there's no way to like
No.
all right, I'll just say it. Her like main fetish is she wants to be having sex.
Wait, whisper it.
You can do this without recording, man. We can.
Well, it's on the podcast, so she recorded it.
Tell us.
No, I'm saying. Well, go ahead.
Whisper it.
Yeah.
You want me to whisper it?
Just turn the chat.
No, I can't fucking do it. Do you not want to hear it, Sharon?
No, I want to hear it. I just don't. I mean, if that's going to sell the show, don't fuck it up.
Oh no, there's way worse
now.
Yeah, there's way worse than that. But no, I dangled the carrot, so I got to now. And Rob's just like, come on, fucking say it
No one
already.
likes to be Yeah.
Go for it.
So
Rob looks just like every disappointed like adult I've ever met, dude. I know I disappoint grown-ups. I'm sorry, dude.
No, I'm not disappointed in you. It's life in general. So we're good.
So she wants to be having sex with a man, and right when he's about to come, he wants she wants his wife or girlfriend to come in right at that moment.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh my god, no, I want that too.
Ooh, that's hot.
I want the wife to be tied up into a chair and be a skinny bitch while her husband fucks me in front of her. And I want to like degrade her. But I can't do that without a felony. So I'm not gonna do it.
Danny, you need to get on her podcast.
Well, make the do it.
Well, you got to be on Twitter.
Do it.
I am on Twitter.
Make the do it, Nick.
Make the do it.
Do it.
I was on Twitter. I am on Twitter.
I know. I retweeted a couple things from you. I gave you traction. Anyways, inside the comic studio.
We still got Seattle gummies.
We do.
Anyways, whatever. Fuck it.
Soda burp. Seattle Gummy Company, a wide array of gummies from energy to CBD to immune. We plug Mocha Shots high energy gummies. They work 5 times faster than coffee, but half the price. 5 grams of sugar per gummy. Use promo code GAG15. Save 15% off your entire order, and that works across all gummies, not just the Mocha Energy ones. And if you get them, only have 1 bag. Don't have 2. Don't have 3. Don't pull what we call a mic.
Yep.
And just go insane. Unless you're into that. Like, unless you're recovering from meth, I'm sure that probably will help.
Oh.
Only a little.
What happened?
Well, I'm glad that we can help meth heads.
We did Rob and I did Podfest, and during the show, the Seattle Gummy Company was there, and he just gave us stuff. But the panels, there were 6 mics in total, so 6 packets.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, and it was just me, Rob, and this guy Mike, who's the co-host of Stand Up Dads.
Yeah.
And Mike ended up eating, I think, 3.
Yeah, you and I each had 1, and then he ate the rest, so that's 4. And then he asked for more, and they're like, there should be a bunch on the table. It's like, yeah, I already had them. I'm like, how many have you had? And they're like, 4. And like, please stop.
Yeah.
And I had to share a room with that fucker that night. Jesus Christ.
Was he up?
Oh God. Yeah. He was
talking about existentialism.
All right, let's get to our thing. My friend's going to be here.
All right.
Soon.
I'm sorry.
By the way, Andre, I think you'll appreciate this. We were doing the podcast, and all I hear out of the corner of my ear is, and I'm like looking around, like no joke. I look up, I look at Rob, I look at Mike, and he's just eating the gummies on Mike. Just, and I was like, could you not do that? He's like, oh.
Yeah, it sounds like you're making macaroni, dog. Chill out.
Oh God, and his voice is horrible.
All right,
fucking voice is. Oh wow.
I'm sure it gets the ladies going. He pulls them. So
that's why.
Go ahead.
So since you haven't listened to the podcast, we ask all comedians the same 5 questions. So the first question is, first joke that landed well.
Ooh, this is a good question. I know exactly what joke landed well. The first time I landed a joke, it was actually something I hadn't written. And can't remember the comic's name, but I was at Luna's Cafe downtown. And that's where I started. And this guy looked gay as fuck. All right. And so when I had looked in the crowd and nothing was working, I said, so, I had got to some point where it's like, so if you're gay, just be gay and come out and we'll love you. It's like, I think it was gay, what is that? Gay Pride Month? And so I looked down at the guy and I go, so if you're gay, just come out already and be gay. And the whole crowd lit up because they knew him as a comic, and he's not gay, but he just looks really gay.
Who are you talking about?
Fuck, I can't remember his name, but he wears those really short shorts, glasses.
You look
really gay without a cock.
Oh, I love that guy, Sam.
Yeah, great guy, hilarious dude, and it worked. It worked. It was the first time I trusted my instincts.
All right.
He's a good guy. He's sexy too in this weird way.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Next question. Favorite thing about the local comedy scene?
Well, I mean, I think my favorite thing right now is like I see a little bit of life. I mean, I went to the Friday mic that Danny hosts over at shout out Danny Luna that he hosts over at Vince's Cafe or Vince's Italian restaurant, and I mean there was too many comics for the list, and I'm excited because I feel like COVID allowed me to catch up. Whereas I am risking going out and maybe helping the spread, but I was able to be selfish and get my comedy at least to where I'm able to do a show. I could do 10 minutes. I could do 15 minutes. I could come in and I'm not too scared to do the mic, and it got me ready for if shit comes back. So,
you know what? That's fucking great. I didn't think of it that way.
Well, maybe you should know.
Yeah, I'm just very selfish. I just try to think about how to get myself better at this. So, because I just want to do good. You know what I'm saying? We all want to crush.
Yeah. All right. Exact opposite. One thing you dislike or would like to see changed in the local scene?
You know, I think the change I'm looking for is maybe a little bit of leadership coming from my end. I want to see myself be a little bit more of an impact. I want to have a room. I want to have shows that I produce. I want to host more. So I just don't like how I'm just showing up for these things that are just kind of thrown together. And as much as I do appreciate it, you can kind of tell when people are just in it because they're just, I don't think you should just do things just cause. I don't think you should just half-ass anything. I feel like if this is not just a hobby, if you love this shit like I do, like you wouldn't just let it just kind of you wouldn't just have people just kind of show up and that's a show. Like you would try to do something. So I'm looking forward. I think the change I want to see is I want to see myself more of a leader role in some type of way. So.
All right. Looks like her man.
Dude.
Yeah, looks like her man got there.
Leather jacket. Leather jacket. He's trying to get laid.
Chicken brown cow.
All right. I hope, Danny, I at least hope you can stay on for the topic we have after this.
Yeah.
Okay, good. It'll be short.
Yeah,
Don't
dude,
worry.
there's nothing. You're going to get laid, dog. This is sexy. This is sexy. It's intelligent, bro. You look like you're doing something.
I like how her face is like, no. Yeah, she's like, shut up, guys. You're going to ruin it.
Yeah. he committed. He took an Uber over. He committed.
He did.
All right. Favorite local comedian?
Favorite local? Oh, fuck you. That's a mean question. Favorite local comedian?
Better think about this hard. I'm just kidding.
My favorite was David Thorne, and probably still is one of my favorite. I mean, obviously, still is one of my favorites because he was my first favorite in the scene. I'll give you that. I don't know who my favorite is right now. My first favorite was David Thorne. When I walked into Luna's Cafe, before I ever did stand up, at first I walked over to, it was Sunday night, and on Sundays, or no, it was I believe it was Tuesday. So Monday I went to Comedy Spot, watched the open mic, and I think I watched Sue Boss for the first time there, and I was like, oh, I could do this. Shout out Suba Sharma. And so when I saw him do it, I was like, okay, I'm doing it tomorrow. And I go to Luna's Cafe, and the first person on stage is David Thorne. Shout out David Thorne, my brother. And this guy has black, like dark sunglasses on, and he's doing his strip mall joke where he's talking about how you combine certain things, and he has a clever little, it's so many jokes per minute. Like it's like 10, 15 jokes in that minute. And I was like, I was like, okay, now I'm nervous. Like that looks like, you know what, the first real comedy I had seen walking in. It was everything. And it gave me the courage to do it. So.
All right. Last question. Advice to new comedians.
What's that?
Advice to new comedians.
You know something that I hate about new comedians, because I get in this conversation a lot. I'm sure you've had this conversation where somebody goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm just gonna write and I'm writing." It's like, fuck all your writing, fuck all your "I'm gonna try it next week" bullshit. If I see someone at a mic and they're talking about I'm thinking about it, I'm like, either do it or shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me about I'm gonna, because I sat there and I did the same thing. First, you tell yourself you're gonna go on Tuesday, then you go next Tuesday, then you go but you don't sign up, then you sign up but then you don't. You hope they don't call you, then you get called and you finally do it. And you're like, okay, why did I wait? It doesn't matter what you wrote down, just get in there and do it. Like it's all about that. For me personally, and I may not be the smartest person to come to on this, but it's all about having the courage to get up on stage. If you can just do that, if you're a comic, it'll show. Eventually you'll figure out, you may not be funny, but if you can conquer getting up on stage, that's the only way to figure it out.
All right. Sick.
Hopefully that helps someone.
Oh, that's what we do. We reach the masses here. You probably made someone start their comedy career with that.
I would recommend that you write something.
Yeah.
I really hate it when you go to an open mic and you gotta watch someone go,
Man.
Yeah.
Like, cheeseburgers.
So much,
huh?
like, look, if you're up for your first time, we're usually like, you get the one. You know what I'm saying? You get your first one. Okay. That's mostly just trying to figure out if you want to do it or not. Next time, if you ain't got jokes, then what are you doing? This ain't just a hobby for us. This is literally my dream. And you're wasting our time. There's more people who give a fuck trying to get on.
That's a good point.
Like it. All right. So we will get to the last topic, which is drama related. So if you don't want to hear something funny, well, there's probably going to be a lot of funny in this, but it is going to be a serious topic.
About the drama.
Well, all right. So I don't want to put them on blast. There's a group.
Nick feeds on drama, FYI.
Well, I do. It is. I'm like a gremlin after midnight. Just feed me that shit and I will fucking grow.
Yeah.
I was raised by women. I love the drama. So what's up?
So I was just curious what everyone's thoughts are as far as drama within the comedy community, because what happened with this is apparently, from what I saw, it stemmed from a Hannah Gatsby post.
Hold on. Not our community, displaced comedians.
Okay, I did see you post about this recently, Danny. So give me the stitch.
Okay.
So I guess we are putting them on blast. Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna not like we're not gonna semi talk about it. That's fucking
it's
stupid.
like Black Lives Matter. You're not calling any individual out. You're just calling the whole thing out.
All right. Okay, so displaced comedians, go.
I don't really know. I was invited by Danny D because I find it interesting to look at these Facebook groups, because I have zero base to come from when it comes to like information about comedy. We're all trying to figure this out. And so when I see,
so he has no idea. How many of you guys are members? Like what? Just you and I, Nick?
I guess, yeah.
Are you a member, Andre?
Looks like.
I'm a member, yeah.
Okay. All right. So fucking a while ago, Nico, who is the creator who created this group, just to like, hey, I'm going to put some online shows on an Excel spreadsheet. And if you have any online shows, because the world is shut down, why don't you add them to the spreadsheet and I'll keep it updated? We could join in on this group. We could work together. That was my impression of displaced comedians. However, I did a lot of Zoom shows. I know all the people that are like feuding.
Are they family feuding?
From what I know, Nico had to make, like, the group is now 6,000 people. He doesn't really turn away anyone, so we have transgenders, we have fucking straight white guys, we have super black guys, we have
I'm out.
Strong-headed ass women, we have fucking all kinds of fucking people that say that they're comics but they're not, just people that are bored at home doing their shit, whatever. However, not everyone has thick skin, so some people get offended during a set, which I think
the gays, yeah.
If you're offended, sign the fuck out. You're not at the show. You don't have to deal with it. Sign out, leave. And shut your mouth. Like, go find something else, right? You don't need to fucking Karen it, as I like to call Jessica Robert it. You don't need to fucking display it out. You don't need to tell everybody. However, Nico made 2 people moderators.
Yeah. Mods.
Or no, 3 people. Chip, whatever the fuck, Brooke, and Tara. There was an issue between Chip and Tara. This is what I know. Chip and Tara. Chip said something that offended someone. Tara decided to like stand behind that person and defend them. And then like they all started ragging on the fucking group and Nico and I
so
was like,
Chip made fun of someone. Tara defended that person to Chip. Okay.
It's bullshit. Now it's turned into like a huge fucking thing and people are like, oh, I'm not going to be part of the group. Then I don't give a shit. Like, just don't fucking create more drama for a guy who tried to create a spreadsheet and tried to do nothing but good.
Well, I just want to.
Sounds like a real non-issue.
Well, I just want to put it out there. First of all, there was a big post about Hannah Gatsby. Her special sucks. I don't know who needs to fucking hear.
I don't
it's
like
not comedy.
No, her show does suck.
But
she's Australian. She's women. She's a woman. 2 things. I'm not watching.
Wow.
No, there's a lot of, if you heard, so East Coast is really tripping about Hannah Gatsby because she kind of did this thing with like Legion of Skanks, if I'm not remembering correctly. But she's like uber progressive, right? She's like, she just goes out there and says, I'm a woman and I'm a lesbian. Ha ha ha.
Have you seen her special? No, she claims rape in her fucking special.
Well, she's a woman in 2020. They do that.
God damn, if there was an episode to get canceled, this would be fucking it.
I never had.
Son of a bitch.
I never had. No.
My bad.
The pussy-ass men these days are claiming rape. That's what they're doing.
Are you pissing?
No, I'm not. I'm sitting down in the chair.
Okay. You're sitting in an empty tub.
I just want to make sure. No, but I'm just curious because one thing that I remember from my brief time in comedy is that there was this like, it's weird because on the surface, everyone's like, let's just come here. Let's just do comedy. But then you get people that are like, that joke was too far. And I've said this before numerous times. I'm a big fan of Patrice O'Neal in the sense that he's like, look, if it comes from a place of I'm trying to make you laugh, you shouldn't get offended at that because there's no ill will behind it. I'm not purposely saying something. You know what we're trying to do.
You're a comic. And this is a funny thing also is if you haven't noticed, the people who are complaining usually aren't that funny in the first place. Okay. And I'm not meaning to try and call anyone out, but if, first of all, I have any reason just as much as any other person to complain about some of these things. Danny knows the shit I've been going through. And it's like, I don't say shit. I'm a home. It's like you go up and you earn your spot like everyone else. This is the world we live in. You don't just walk into McDonald's and own the bitch. You got to work your way from fries to burgers to fucking drive through it. You know what I'm saying? I've never worked there, but you know what I'm saying?
Fuck the boss like I did.
Yeah, you got to suck a few dicks. Yeah, I don't know Joey Diaz.
Have 2 kids with him, man. Have 2 kids with him. The worst mistake ever. I should have just went
Big arches really get you, huh?
I just didn't want to mop the floor. I thought it was easier to take his virginity and make him fall in love with me, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know, I just feel like, what are we talking about? This joke wasn't funny and you're offended? Grow up, dude. We're at a bar, okay? I'm at a bar. I just like, there's a person that's like jerking himself off in the bathroom and you're offended? Like, grow up.
Like Andre and I are pretty good friends. And I tell Andre all the time, like, I don't think every joke he says is funny. And he doesn't think every joke I say is funny. And we're honest with each other. But yet at the end of the day, he's still my friend. You know, I don't think David Thorne is funny all the time, but like he's a very like close friend of my heart that I am near and dear to. It's not that it's not that he's not funny. It's just that a lot of people
but Danny, I think the point is if you're up on stage making a joke, if you are a comedian watching someone doing that, you have to come to your agreement with yourself that we are doing the same thing. We're just trying to be funny. How could you be upset when I'm not going up there to be some type of like rude asshole? I'm literally trying to just be funny, just like you. And if it's not funny, I'm sorry, but you have to give me the opportunity to try shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, sometimes. So Tara is one of our guests in March. And she is on, like, she's one of the people, obviously, that like made the post. She is a friend. I would call her an acquaintance, I guess. But like, you know, her and I have had a conversation. I've mailed her something. She's mailed me something. But like, she reached out to me and was like, "You're posted to help. You need to pick a side." And I was just like, "I'm not picking a side. I'm not involved with the drama because I live my life. I go out and do mics. Like, I'm not gonna take my post down." And she was like, "Fine." And I was like, "I respect that you have your feelings, but like, I'm not gonna take my fucking post down." And
so it sounds like we have an opening in March.
Yeah.
Dude, Danny.
Hey, I'd love to be back anytime. That's just this is
you
fun.
can't be our second guest back. Well, we fucking don't do that. We have so many fucking people that want to be on here.
Fuck them. I'm just kidding.
Jeez.
No, it was cool.
Okay.
I appreciate the time I did have.
You're
Honestly.
right. We are going to get canceled.
Nah, Andre, you know I fucking love you. I'm so glad we were able to get you on. You're one of my favorite people in the Sacramento community.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you
you've
know
been a
that,
big
though.
help to me. So yeah, I love this shit. And you know, I appreciate the time. You know, like you said, you got a long list. So I mean,
Yeah, we
the
do.
black
Danny,
people are in right now. So
Danny fucking books them like crazy.
yeah. Well, she's at all. I mean, I'm at every mic, and she's basically almost there too. I mean, if she's not on the road, she's at the mic, you know. And so that's kind of why we're close, is because we're at every mic, every single fucking mic. Don't matter Chico, don't matter backyard,
grinding.
don't matter the closet, like wherever.
We're
We
grinding.
are grinding.
Grinding. You know that song?
And if I move to Vegas, then
Okay.
you guys will have a spot here.
Don't move to Vegas.
Dude, it's going to happen. I fucking swear it.
Are you just waiting for Noah to get 18 now and then you can bounce?
Yep. Yep.
I don't even actually have to wait for that. He said he would come with me. So
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. She already asked. See, it's fucking in the works,
Mhm.
man.
Everybody's leaving. That sucks.
I mean,
Makes sense. California ain't shit.
it's expensive, man. It's expensive, and I haven't been able to find a sugar daddy yet. So, like, fuck it. I'm just gonna have to move.
Yeah. Can't
I
do
mean,
it.
if someone out there listens to this and is like, "Hey, I want you to stay in Sacramento,
Really
Danny,
don't
and
do it.
I'll pay your fucking house bill, or I'll rent you an apartment under my name, and you could stay there with your children," I'd be like, "Oh my god, I will do whatever you need me to do for that."
Come on, you're a chick in 2021, man. Couple feet pics, make $1 million bucks.
You know, my feet don't really do it. They're kind of ugly. Whatever. I don't know.
There's probably a fetish for that. Squish some cake with them and people will
I
fucking
gotta-
go shit.
I gotta go.
Oh, God. All right. Well, Andre, thank you for coming on. This was a hoot and a half.
Thank you. I had fun. It was very nice to meet you guys. I appreciate it for real.
Very nice to meet you. All right, Danny, go get some dick. Everybody else, stay safe.
Hey,
Later.
Damn, she pieced out quick.
you knew that was coming. You knew that was coming.
Later, guys.
Later.